Welcome to the Bot Signal, your home for news and views about messenger chatbots. Today begins a new little series that I'll do every once in a while called Cool Tools for Messenger Bots. Today, it's the image edition. We've talked all about why to use imagery in some past episodes, so I'm not going to delve too far into that here. Suffice to say that if you are just giving people text after text after text in the messenger bot, it gets a little boring to look at, and we want to provide a great and entertaining experience in our bots. So using images as avatars, as the quote unquote mascot of the bot, or even just using good imagery as pictures, just sort of between the messages, not necessarily of your avatar, just of something else. These are all good ideas. So today, 3 places where you can get this stuff. Let's start right now. So we've talked about Bitmoji before a little bit. This is bitmoji.com. I'll leave you a little link in the show notes as well. This is a place where you can create your own avatar. It is free. There are tons of poses that you can use in your messenger bots, but it does take a little bit more elbow grease than some of the other methods. So I will say that right now, free, but it will cost a little bit of your time the first time creating an avatar that either looks like you or creating an avatar that looks like the person that you want it to be. These will only create people avatars, and that's all perfectly fine. You can totally sign up, go get a free account and start working with that. You can do that today. Once you've created what that avatar looks like, boom, there's thousands of poses you can choose from. Now, special tip. If you are a Chrome user, Google Chrome as your website browser, there is a Chrome extension that you can use. And what that will do is it'll put a little Bitmoji icon up in your search bar there. Whenever you hit it, if you've logged in, you can then type in a word and search any pose related to that word. For instance, type in the word hello and see how many Bitmojis come up. Then you just save them to your computer, port them right into your ManyChat, and you are good to go. This has been a really valuable tool for me and also a lot of other people. One thing to note as well with this, the images the size of them is 300 by 300. That's a square. Yeah, I knew you figured that out anyway. But sometimes what I will do is take the image, download it, and put that image on a horizontal field, because that's how pictures are best shown in ManyChat. ManyChat, the size that I use is 950 by 400. Reason being is because if you use too many vertically very tall images, what that's going to do is make people scroll more to read the messages, and that sometimes can result in a suboptimal user experience. So Bitmoji, people, and let's go to the next one. Now, what we just talked about was Bitmoji. It's for personality brands. If you are the face of your brand, if your brand reflects your personality, Bitmoji's totally perfect for that. But what if you've got a brand that you don't want to put necessarily a human face on? For instance, I'm working with a credit agency and they are not wanting to have a human avatar as their avatar for their bot, specifically because they're a very diverse community, and they want to, they don't want to reflect a certain type of person. They want to go with something different. So there is something different available, and it's inexpensive. It ain't free, but it's inexpensive and it's really valuable. So the resource I'm talking about is graphicmama.com. Just like it sounds, all one word, graphicmama.com. Inexpensive. It probably costs about $30 for a pack of avatars, about 116 poses. It also includes the building blocks of that avatar. So if you want to, if your 116 poses aren't enough and you want to make a few more, either you or your graphics person can take the building blocks and do the avatar in different poses. In the example I was mentioning before, we chose actually a light bulb. We chose a light bulb to be the avatar for that particular bot because we wanted to be presenting new ideas to folks that are hitting up that chat bot. So there's a lot of things available right there at Graphic Mama. Do a search, hit up that website, do a search, and expose yourself at least to different ideas before you choose if you want to use a human avatar or not. Plus, with graphicmama.com, the cool thing is you also get all the usage rights ever. So you can once you've purchased it, you can use that avatar in whatever commercial project you want. You can also use it in print. So if you wanted that avatar to be your avatar wherever you are, not just inside the bot, you can totally do that with the stuff on Graphic Mama. And finally, not the avatars, but just the general photos that you want to use in your bot. Generally, I'll use an image every 2 to 3 text messages just to break things up a little bit. And I very often use photos from the following: Pexels.com. And I'll leave you links to all of these in the show notes. But Pexels.com, great stuff available there. Really nice photography, and it doesn't look like that, clean shirt pressed stock photos. Everybody's standing around a water cooler laughing at their phones. It's not that kind of cold. This is a stock photo. It's really good imagery built by burgeoning artists everywhere. So do take advantage of Pexels.com. Also Pixabay, very, very good for finding photos. I do like to use a couple of resources because sometimes the first one doesn't have anything related to my search. So having Pixabay in there as well is a great tool to add to your stack. And finally, Death to Stock. The full URL is deathtothestockphoto.com, but it is absolutely what it says it is: Death to the Stock Photo. Those photos tend to be a little bit more creative and a little bit more thoughtful. So do check them out. You can get delivered a bunch of stock photos, like 12 of them for free monthly. I'm on that plan. And it's nice to look through something that's a little bit thought-provoking. Now, if your brand isn't thought-provoking at all, skip that last one. Go to Pexels, go to Pixabay. They've got, the regular stuff going on that doesn't look very much like a stock photo. So those are the image resources that I have for you today. A couple of weeks I'll do one like this, a cool tools for messenger bots with video, because there's some awesome video stuff out there that you need to know about. Until then, my friend. Thanks for listening today. You can find full episodes of The Bot Signal on your favorite podcast player. And if you have the Anchor app, stop in, ask me a question, leave me a voice message, and I'll include it on my next show. If you're completely new to bots and you don't know what's going on there, visit me at checkoutmybot.com. Start a conversation with me, take my free mini course. It's all available. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in a bot.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.